Hello and welcome to Cloudforest Vibes. My name's Bobby, and this is how I grow orchids and carnivorous plants. Hello and welcome to Cloudforest Vibes. So today I've got another unboxing. This is my second birthday haul and it is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, guys. I got this from Tarzane and I've got some really cool stuff in here, so I am going to go ahead and get right to it. Well packaged as always. Alright, so we've got the 4 plants here. I'm going to go ahead and get cracking. I will start with this one in the small container. This is a Dendrobium species that I've been looking at for quite a while. They've had this on a couple sites and I've passed it up, but it's got such an awesome flower. I really do hope we can get this thing in bloom soon so I can show you guys. But this little plant is a miniature. It is from China, so another Asian orchid. And it is stuck in the container. Oh Lord. Anyway, it is a miniature from China and it is really neat. This is Dendrobium hecoense. So definitely in good shape. It's got a lot of growth here and yeah, a lot of new growths coming on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new growths. That's awesome. Good shape. So Dendrobium hecoense. Our next plant, I'll go ahead and open up this one here. This plant is actually a plant that I already have. I have done a good job of doing nothing but killing this plant for about 2 years. It wasn't in great shape when I got it. I remounted it at the wrong time and it suffered quite a bit. So hopefully I can do better with this one and finally have success with this plant because I do love it. Another miniature, of course. This is Isobelia virginalis, and this is a much nicer specimen than the one I've got. I am really excited about this. So hopefully I don't kill it. This plant is one I have that just suffers all the time. I think it wants to grow a bit cooler than I grow and dry, so it's a neat one. It's kind of weird, but really cool little plant. This is in great shape. Look at that. Isobelia virginalis. Alright. Our next plant is a new genus. 2 plants. Our next plant is a new genus, and I've looked at this plant for quite a while again. This is a Tristella species. This is the most common one, at least the most common one that I've seen. This is Hoeggerii, which I know I pronounced that wrong, but Hoeggerii or Hoeggerii. And it's got really cool little flowers. Looks like kind of a bird in flight or something like that. They're really large flowers in comparison to the size of the actual plant itself. Awesome. It is a miniature. I mean, real miniature. It looks kind of like pine needles. And it comes from Ecuador. It grows cold to intermediate. And it's definitely going in the tank. But in comparison to the size of this plant, the flowers are absolutely huge. So should be a really good show one day if we can get it to bloom. I'm actually going to get into this next before we get to our last plant. This is another Tristella. This is actually a hybrid, believe it or not. A primary hybrid between 2 species. This is Hoeggerii crossed with Triglockin. So it has a really neat Hoeggerii-like bloom, but it's got color to it. It's got a nice purple color. I'll have to throw a picture of this one up. I had to get it. Again, I'm trying a new genus out here. I've admired these plants for a while, and yeah, I finally took the plunge. They're really cool. I got this one, again, potted. Looks almost the same as the Hoedgerii, whatever. But, yeah, another really neat little Tristella species. Another awesome miniature. And last, but certainly not least, you know I had to get a Lepanthes. I'd actually never heard of this species before, so I went ahead and looked it up. It does like to grow intermediate to cool, another one, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on this thing. I don't know if it's going to live in the tent or the tank, but I think it'll probably live in the tank for the first year of its life until it gets established into my environment. But much like the other Lepanthes and plants that we have made nomadic that travel back and forth when the weather's cooler, this might end up being one of those as well. So this species is Lepanthes insectiflora, and it is another miniature, just like most Lepanthes. This one's really tiny, and it has the absolute smallest blooms that you've ever seen on it, but they're really cool. I guess they're color variable depending on the temperature and the light. They will be anywhere from a white to a pink all the way to a deep red, so very interesting and really, really neat little plant. It's in good shape. I can see the roots already. That's awesome. So another couple for the tank, and then another couple for the tent, and I am just super satisfied with this. This is my birthday haul. What I'm going to do is I'll get everything off this table, we'll take it into the grow room, and we'll have a better look at it under better light. Alrighty, so here we are with our 5 new orchids. Again, and probably should turn the light on if I want better light, huh? Dear God. Help us all. Alright, so we're back. We've got our 5 new orchids here, and now we definitely do have better light. And they are looking great. Again, let's get a closer look at all these. This is our Dendrobium hecuense, and again, it is just packed with new growths all over it. And I am thrilled. I think that's going to be really, really cool. It grows in tight little clusters. It's going to be pretty easy to manage, I think, compared to some of the other Dendrobiums I've recently acquired. And I look forward to definitely seeing this thing flourish in my environment. It's going to stay on this piece of cork tile for a little bit until I see signs of new growths. Once I see, new roots. Once I see signs of new roots, I will get it off of here immediately, and I will get it onto a nice piece of cork of its own. Our next plant is this Isobelia virginalis, and again, it is an awesome looking specimen. Multiple directions of growth. It does have some older dead areas I'll probably tend to when I remount it, but it is awesome. It's going to stay on this for a little while as well until I see signs of new roots from it. Do not know where this is going to live yet in the tent. I definitely need to make a change. I am going to do my research and see what I can't figure out about this plant. But any of you guys, if you guys grow Isobelia virginalis and have any tips, any advice whatsoever, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Please leave it in the comments below, and I would be more than happy to chat with you about it. Moving on to the next plant. This again is our Tristella Hoedgerii, or Hoedgerii, I don't know. I'll have to find that out. Maybe you guys can help me with that as well. But Tristella Hoedgerii, and it is really cool. Pine needles, little tiny tufts of pine needles on top of this thing. It's really, really cool. But again, for as small as this plant is, the bloom is absolutely huge in comparison. So that is exciting. The hybrid, the cross between Hoedgerii and Triglockin is also very, very, very much the exact same. I mean, if I mess up these tags, these plants are being mislabeled for the entirety of their lives until they bloom. So they are virtually identical. This one has, I guess, slightly longer foliage, but yeah, most of the Tristellas look exactly like this. And finally, we have our new Lepanthes. This is awesome. It's a small division, but that's not a problem. These things tend to take off really well. I got it watered. It definitely has valid roots in there. It is teeny tiny, but another awesome one. I'm so excited to have that in my collection. Really, really exciting stuff. You know me and my Lepanthes. So that's it. That's my 5 orchids for the day. I'm going to go ahead and get these stuck away and find a way to close this video out. Alrighty, so that concludes our unboxing video for today. I've got the 3 miniatures down here at the bottom for now. I'm not going to sort them out until tomorrow. Like I said, it is Thanksgiving. I do have a very, very busy day. But great order. I'm super, super happy with this birthday haul from Tarzane. If you guys are looking for awesome miniatures and rare species, things like that, you really cannot go wrong with Tarzane Group. I know I've said it before, and I will say it again and again and again. They are awesome. They are definitely worth looking into if you haven't. Please do check them out. It's TarzaneOrchids.com or TarzaneGroup.com, and you'll find a lot of cool stuff. If you're into miniatures like I am, like this, and oddball species, things like that, again, you really would have a hard time finding a better place to look for plants. So that's it for my video today. Thank you all. I do appreciate it. And like I said before, happy Thanksgiving. Please keep staying safe. And until next time, happy growing. Hoedrii and Triglocken, Hoedrii or Hoedrii. Hoedrii like bloom. Hoedrii, it's the Hoedrii, whatever. Tristella Hoedrii, which I know I pronounced that wrong. Or Tristella Hoedrii or Hoedrii, I don't know.